What's up?
I just got the weirdest text from my mom, and it's really hard to explain. I'm just gonna call her and I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm off. We can talk out here. It's gonna take me a minute to explain.
So how'd it go with your mom?
It was something. Bless her heart. My mom is still figuring out text messaging. And, what you know and what the audience knows, if they've been watching my daily videos, is that one of my most recent ones was talking about my mom's condition.
Right.
So the last thing that we knew from her was that, how many days was it? Like 3 or 4 days ago, she was saying that she had a fever.
That was Sunday.
Yeah. So that was the last thing that we had actually heard. Of course, there's that panic mode, which is like, well, does she have fucking COVID?
Right.
She said that she couldn't get to sleep because she was just lying in bed and she was shivering and she just couldn't get warm. Then the next morning she talked to the doctor. The doctor was like, yes, you have a fever, but no, it's not COVID because you don't have these other symptoms. So she goes in and finds out that all of her numbers are down. Her white blood cell count is just like bottomed out. And so she becomes like this huge health risk. The doctor ends up asking her
But doesn't have COVID.
But doesn't have COVID, And the doctor ends up asking her, have you taken your chemo pill today? Because you need to stop. You've now hit as much as your body can possibly take. Fortunately, we did find out that the fever was actually just her body reacting to all of these numbers being so low. That being said, she was still a huge, I don't even know how you... She's not a health hazard, but everyone else is for her.
Right. She's immunocompromised.
Exactly. The doctor tells her that she has to basically live in a bubble until she can go in and get this booster shot. And so no one is allowed at her house. She's not allowed to leave. She just has to hunker down and wait. And again, this is the last thing that I hear from my mom until today. When I get this text message from her, no context, and she's just like, Robert and I are thinking about getting a beach house for Valentine's Day. Do you and Leora want to come?
What? In what? How? Do we have to be in hazmat suits?
Well, exactly. I basically had to say to her, as soon as she picked up the phone, I was like, you must know.
Why I'm calling.
Yeah. How are we going from you needing to be vacuum sealed into your house to, hey, do you and Leora want to come out to this beach house?
Yeah, it's quite a leap.
Yeah. And so while she has been in recovery over the past couple of days, Robert, her partner, has been trying to figure out whatever he can do to just make her more comfortable.
Aw.
She was like, what I really want to do is I just really want to go to the beach. And so Robert, if you can imagine that he just ends up jumping on it immediately. It was like, okay, well then we're going to make that happen.
Action man loves it.
Yeah. I started to ask her, well, how is it that we went basically over these past couple of days from you aren't allowed to be around anyone or traveling anywhere to suddenly this invitation for the two of us to go to the beach. For Leora and I to go to the beach. Basically, what she said was, since they've stopped the chemo, it's going to be like when she got a break last time, where she could have 3 or 4 weeks completely off of the chemo and the radiation, and it will allow for her body to just have a chance to start the healing process.
That's fair. That makes sense.
But I told her, I'm still this is all so new to me.
Yeah.
So I was freaked out by the idea that we might end up in this beach house together,
giving her germs,
and then giving our germs, and then she ends up sick or something worse. And so I was like, forgive me if I'm not willing to confirm holiday plans right now. And she had to explain to me, the thing is that what's keeping her from being able to be around people is simply the fact that she needs that booster shot.
Right.
Once she has that, we're good to go. And I had to tell her, I was just like, that's fine. I want to be able to see you actually off of the chemo for a week or something like that and actually feeling good.
Yeah.
Before I'm willing to go.
Definitely. So did she leave it that she's going to get the beach house regardless? And
yeah. Yeah, my mom is a very strong-willed woman.
Oh. I can't relate to that at all.
She told me that she's going to get it no matter what.
I mean, I'm glad that she's like, the last I heard, I thought she was going to be like bedridden and stuck in the house, unable to do anything. But clearly, like, she's not only not doing that, but she's making travel plans. So
yeah. It's kind of like both. Like, she's been getting a lot of sleep, and she said this is the this is the lowest her weight has ever been.
Yeah.
Like, throughout this whole process. So she's definitely feeling it.
But it's encouraging that she's like, yeah, Valentine's Day, I'm going to the motherfucking beach.
Exactly. So who knows? You know, I think it's not something that's going to come down to a coin toss. It'll be a conversation that we can have. And, you know, if it ends up all working out, I couldn't really think of a better thing to do for Valentine's Day. I think that'd be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, well, let me get back to it.